Okay, and welcome back. So last time we had just finished saving Connor. So this time our plan is to talk to our companions. So as you can see, we ended right in front of Alistair. So I guess, Alistair, we're going to talk to you first today.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
That's a rose. Is that a trick question? Your new weapon of choice. Let's do... That's a rose.
I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness?
Oh.
I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
Why are you telling me this? What do you intend to do with it? That's a nice sentiment. Oh, what? And what do you intend to do with it? Number 2.
I thought that I might give it to you, actually.
Oh?
In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Oh, this is why. How can you not? Also, no, Alistair. I don't know what to say. And what am I supposed to do with it? You think of me as a gentle flower? Feeling a little thorny. Thank you, Alistair. That's a lovely thought. Let's say number 5. That's a lovely thought.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I do.
I was just thinking, here I am doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a good time of it yourself.
I know.
You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy. I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this darkness.
Oh, Alistair, I feel the same way about you. So are we married now? I'm not interested, Alistair. I'm sorry. And so you give me a flower brilliant plan. Oh, wait, does this instigate the relationship? I don't care, because he's my guy anyway, but okay. I feel the same way about you. Let's say number 2.
I'm glad you like it. Now, if we could move right on past this awkward, embarrassing stage and get right to the steamy bits, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, what? What, Alistair? Steamy bits? Not a chat. Excuse me, I hope you're kidding. And you were doing so well too. Let's do number 3. And you were doing so well too.
Oh? You're lost then. All the ladies go on and on about how suave I am. I don't know how you can resist me like you do. Oh, look, is that a cloud? I expect rain.
Oh, wait, we've got... Should we give him his gift? I'm pretty sure I've got a gift for him. His mother's necklace. No? Rose of Relay. Alistair's mother's necklace. Let's give it to him.
Is that this? This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe Castle, in the study.
Oh, the Jarl's study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall.
Did he talk to us
And he
about this? I
repaired it
feel
and
like
kept
he
it.
did. It's been
I
so
don't
long.
understand. Why would he do that?
I don't know, but it's yours. Maybe he meant to give it back to you? Perhaps you mean more to him than you think? Maybe number 2. Maybe he meant to give it back to you.
Maybe he did. He might even have brought it with him one of those times he came to see me at the monastery. Not that I would have given him a chance, as belligerent as I was to him. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
I guess he did tell us about it. Of course I remembered. You're special to me. Sorry, did you say something? Let's do number 1. Of course I remembered. You're special to me.
Is this the part when the music starts and we begin dancing? Because I'm game. Where's the minstrels?
Oh, he's so cute. Alistair is like the cutest. I'm such an Alistair fangirl. Where's my dog? Barkspawn.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50
Win,
yards
don't
off.
be mean. Look at him, he's crying. Good, he will fell our enemies with his stench. I'm sure you're exaggerating.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Oh, bathe? Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean? This has the best lines. I'm so sad that they've upgraded to like voiced lines. Can't you just not smell him? He's a warhound, not some pampered and powdered lapdog. Go ahead, he is getting a little rough. Let's do number 1. Bathe. Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean?
You know that's not what we use magic for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp. With Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
Win, that wasn't very nice. Oh my gosh, that's saying Alistair smells as well. I love the companions in this game. Let's talk to Liliana. Oh, wait, I think I also have Andraste's Grace, which is a gift for her. Let's give it to her. Wait, where's Liliana?
Flowers? For me?
Yeah.
They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
No problem. Liliana, shall we have a chat now?
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk with you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Let's do. Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden.
Oh.
Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young.
Oh.
Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Oh, do you remember nothing about... What was Cecily like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecily was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous, and Cecily had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dry flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Oh, I just gave you some. Okay, let's talk to... Win's down here, so let's talk to Win.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you all right? Yes, you should get some rest. Starting to slow down a little, are we? Let's do number 1. Are you all right?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Oh, Win, no, you're a person. There's still some life in those old bones, I bet. It's a little hard to miss you. You are very sprightly for your age, though. There's still some life in those old bones, I bet.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years. Yeah, hey, don't say those things. We still need you. You're not allowed to be done quite yet. Let's say number 2. Hey, don't say those things. We still need you.
Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
Okay, Win. Okay, let's talk to... Oh! Emissary Petha.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Do you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Runes? Does that mean...
Yes.
Communal box for resources. Turn in runes. Do I have any? I'm probably going to just buy my runes. Let's just give them all.
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
Thanks, Tranquil. Okay, Sten, do you want to talk?
I have been mistaken.
Oh, what do you mean?
You are a soldier worthy to stand among the Beresad. I did not think so when we first met.
What changed your mind?
You did, of course. The day will come when the Arishok sends us here. On that day, I will not look to find you on the battlefield.
You think the Canary will invade Ferelden? What are you talking about? I hope I won't see you then too. Let's say number 3. I hope I won't see you then too.
There is no point in dwelling on it. We should move on.
I want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
Oh, okay, Sten, nothing.
Then I suggest we move on.
Okay. Let's go.
As you wish.
Okay, thanks, Stan. Who else have we got? Shale. Let's talk to Shale.
It speaks.
You still with me, I see? I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
I do like Shale. No need to be touchy. See, that's what I'm talking about. Are they dirty limericks? Let's do number 3. Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
I have no idea what golems sound like. You just seem very animated. Being different isn't so bad. Let's do number 3. Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? Huh. It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
If you say so. I agree, being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Sorry, Shale, but you approve of my little chat with you, so that's okay. Let's talk to Morrigan, if she wants to talk.
I have a thought.
Okay, just one. Oh, what's on your mind?
We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands.
What makes you think the mages still have this book? What do you want with this grimoire exactly? You're telling me this now? And what's in it for me? Very well. If we go back to the tower, look for it. What do you want with this grimoire exactly?
'Tis a book of spells, of the sort that Flemeth has dabbled with throughout her long life. Not the sort of thing that would benefit a mage such as yourself, perhaps, for you were taught a different path. I, however, was taught by my mother. I know a way around the wards my mother would have placed on such a tome. I know the language that she would have written it in. I would find such a tome most useful.
Useful in what way?
Useful in the way that it might increase my power. Useful in the way that I would become more useful to you. Does that not follow?
What makes you think the mages still have this book?
Flemeth is a sorceress of legend, is she not? And her grimoire would be more than a mere curiosity to mages that daren't even glance towards the places my mother has walked for eons. No doubt 'tis considered something dangerous, perhaps best locked away somewhere dark, yes? And if not, then at least I know it does not exist. But there is no harm in looking, surely?
You're telling me this now? And what's in it for me? Very well. If we go back to the tower, I'll look for it.
Good. I am most interested to see its contents.
I've
should
already
be
got
located.
it though, so...
The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind.
Or again, I already got that. I'm going to give it to you right now.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire?
I am
when
amazing,
I spoke of it to
remember?
you, I did not truly hope. This is a most fortuitous event. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
Good, you're welcome.
I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Have fun, Morrigan, with your book. Right, let's have a look at my... Okay, I've talked to everybody. Sun, Roses of Allay, Silver Chain. What does Win like that? White Rune Stone.
Oh, marvelous.
No. Okay, I guess where is Liliana? I guess Liliana would like this one.
Oh, how dear of you.
Is she now
Thank you
actually
so
100?
much.
Oxborn, Sten. Would you like a stone dragon statue?
You have my thanks.
Not much. The Rose of Allay appears to be a book about a woman named Lady Dida and her temple's romance with an arrogant... Who likes books? Morrigan.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
I don't know if these are any good. I'm gonna give it to Win.
Oh, marvelous.
Okay. Let's sell some stuff to Bowden.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
Let me see your wares, Bowden. Wait, shall we ask a story? So what's your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you.
Yeah,
I am
tell us.
originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why did you leave? Lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tides fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
What happened then? Did you steal them? Well, I can't understand why. I can understand. Blah, blah. Blah. Okay, well, I can understand why she was upset. Let's do number 3.
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads.
Bowden.
The lost tides. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out.
So you ran away.
Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
And now here you are. Fascinating story, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Let's do number 4. Let's talk about Sandal. You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
That was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Okay then, so... But where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads?
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them.
Okay.
The things in the lost tides, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take it.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
They are dark times, Bowden. So, let me help you. Let me see your wares, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Thanks, Bowden. Okay, let's sell stuff I'm not going to use. These battle axes, not going to use. Not going to use. I might give some of these to... Not going to use. Not going to use. Probably not going to use you again. Crossbow, not going to use. This bolt's not going to use. Okay. Blood Dragon Sword. That's a sword. Okay, anything good? Small chipped. No, not very decent weapons. Armor. Okay, Helm of Honolith. Soldier's Helm. Let's sell that. I want to keep the high official stuff because that seems quite good. Commander's plate armor. Heavy plate armor. Some more. Aemon's shield. Templar Knight's shield. Should maybe put one of these on Darkspawn. Maybe that as well. Shiver. Let's just sell. I feel like these aren't very good. Things I don't use. Probably not. I'm gonna sell. I think I can put the alcohol and stuff there. Okay, we're looking much better now in my backpack. Does he have a backpack? No. Ugly shoes. Protective pet rock. Amulet of Memories. Isn't this one... That one's wings, right? I can give that to her so she can love me. Deep mushrooms, sell them. Okay, now let's look. I want to see if I can buy anything. Spell ward, willpower. Maybe I can do this. Let's buy that one for me. Okay. Good. Okay. Inventory. Tape. Let's put it. Does anybody have... Okay, where's my little box for? Attacking armor, armor penetration armor. Let's put that one there. Hold resistance, electrical. So I'll keep these because it depends where we will go. So, okay, let's check the journal. See what we've got. Urn of Sacred Ashes. Oh yes, we have to find Brother Genitivi in Denerim. Companions. You found Flemeth's tome, gave it to Morrigan, that she seems quite eager to study it. When she'll learn. The Blight. The demon has been vanquished. Oh, okay, so maybe we should go back to Denerim. Maybe. Okay. Let's go to... What is red? Okay. Let's do some side quests. Sure. Or should we go to... Let's go to Orzammar. Let's start the Orzammar stuff.
Yes.
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 Let's head to the Frostback Mountains. Let's do the... Let's start some Orzammar quests inside Orzammar. We don't have to do the full, not going to do the deep roads until like later. But let's start off the Orzammar, because then we can get Ogren. And then I've got everybody. So...
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointment.
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wyvern. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have urgent need to talk to your king. Why have your people retreated like this? I have important business in Orzammar. Let's do... I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me. A blight is coming. They must unite Ferelden. The Grey Wardens need their traditional dwarven allies. Let's do number 1. I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor?
Oh,
and a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
That's enough. Raise your blade if you're so tough. Loghain is the traitor who killed King Kaelin at Ostagar. Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today. Let's do number 2. Loghain is the traitor who killed King Kaelin at Ostagar.
Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're having a battle. Where are they? Down there? Let's see. Bodyguard. Let's go with 5.
As you say. Now we go into far too old for this.
Oh, you win. You're getting far too old for this. Okay, let's take some stuff off your body. Oh, just help Polyus. Oh, we got mage. Health. That's it. Okay, let's level myself up. Oh, what should I do? Should I do my quick combat training? Granting bonuses to defense, cold, electrical, fire, nature, although as a penalty to fatigue, meaning that the allies' talents or spells will cost more to activate. Oh. Okay. Telekinetic weapons. While this mode is active, the caster grants parties melee weapons with talent that increase armor penetration. This bonus to armor is based on the caster's spell power and provides greater damage against heavily armored. Ooh! Put that one on. Get that one. Wait, maybe I should. What's this one? Life Ward. The caster protects Arcane Mastery. Let's do that one for now. Okay. Let's go talk to the dwarf. We killed Logain's men, so we're good.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Thank you. Seek out. Okay, marked as active. Mark all as red. Okay. The leadership of Orzammar is in chaos. Addressing the assembly seems like the likely place to start. Looking for a solution. The chamber of the assembly is in the Diamond Quarters.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Okay.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name. Of course.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother. As you say.
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And? Is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
Oh, I've never had Shale and Win on my team
As you
together
say.
before. Maybe their banter will be funny.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who should we side with? Who is better, Harrowmont or Balin? We'll see. Captain of the Guard. Let's talk to you.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The Blight is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance. Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes.
Okay.
Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
The Blight is coming and I need Orzammar's. The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay. Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons.
Surfacers appoint no paragons?
No.
Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay, the Blight is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Okay. I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Ah, Orzammar. Orzammar seems like it's in a mess. Oh look, a quest. Let's go pick it up.
Ancestors, guard my son. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Who are you? What were you praying for? So this is one kind of shrine? Let's do, what were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him? Safe return, your son is missing. What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to look for him? Did anyone go after him? The Deep Roads? then he's almost certainly dead. Let's say, number 1, do you want me to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Okay, lady. We'll find your son. Oh, another quest. Let's go talk to... Oh, is he...
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Okay, let's see what you have. Your alliance to this Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Ooh, okay. Some say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Okay, so let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Let's have a look. What do you have? Nothing really good. I guess these are for... what are they called? Not for me. As I stated, this term gives reader 1 or more points to spend on attributes, but is rendered useless after. Interesting. Like, seriously? Put it in here. Level me up. 1. Let's put it in. Okay. Document. Oh, it's the other side. Oh my god. Wall carving.
Of course.
The casts. Let's talk to Brother Burkle.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarfs believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry? Don't dwarfs worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
That's their religion. You shouldn't interfere.
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
I suppose. Whose permission do you need to open a chantry? You think you can show everyone the way? Presumptuous fool. Well, good luck with that. Let's do, whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaperate controls
Let's open
changes
a chantry.
in
I
Orzammar's
understand
structure
that everyone
and
should have the
society.
opportunity.
I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Do you want me to talk to him for you? The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Do you want me to talk to him for you? If I bump into the Shaper, I'll be sure to mention it. Any idea where I could find? Let's do, if I bump into the Shaper, I'm sure I'll mention it.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
Oh, really?
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Okay, I'll let you know. It's that Dust Town. Foster's Tavern. Let's go to the other side. Arms Master, can I buy stuff from you?
Welcome, traveler. You look like you'd appreciate a chance to browse some good Orzammar steel.
Yes, let's see your inventory.
I hope you find something to your liking.
Do you have something good? Oh, lots of stuff that because I'm a mage, I can't use. It's just armor. Okay. Maybe I'll come back later. Wait, what's this place? Armor's armor. Okay, let's save. I haven't saved for a while. Let's do a new save. Orzammar Commons. Let's go in.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Ooh. Let's see what you've got.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Okay. Let's see what you've got. Pretty basic stuff. Dwarven. Isn't this all just for Dwarven? Just armor. Sorry, buddy. Currently, I don't need any armor for a dwarf. I don't have Ogren yet. We'll see what his armor's like when we get him. Oh, floor carving. Orzammar. What's this place? Figures imports. It's locked. Why? Armor merchant. Talk to you. No. Dagna!
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yeah, go on then.
You look like you're not from around here.
Well, can I yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Of course I've heard of the Circle. I'm a mage myself. My companion here is a senior enchanter of the Circle. Why is a dwarf interested? I'm a mage myself.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
What? Do you want me to ask them? Why wouldn't they? Your crazy dwarves can't do magic. You want to leave Orzammar? Do you want me to? Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Jannar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay. Good. Win approves, so we good. Okay, let's get this rune stone.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Really, Alistair? Anyway, let's go to these diamond quarters. Gorin.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen
Ooh,
Garrison's
luxury
Luxury Goods
goods.
Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Ooh. The Rose's Thorn. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, maybe I'll come back later for that one. Dwarven Wonder Plate. There's a lot of. Ooh, Life Giver. I like that one. That seems good. Golden Mirror, Golden Amulet. Triggers. Not sure who I'm going to give that ring to, but we'll see. Let's go to the Diamond Quarters. Okay, let's go find this Shaperit. I guess. Wait, let's look at the map. House Harrimont. Vidal? Hemley? You have a name. Can I talk to you?
So the closer you live to the surface, the higher class you are.
For want of a king.
Unless you're actually on the surface.
Yeah, Alistair, exactly. So silly. Weapon rack? Can I pilfer?
Of the hour.
Yes. Lady Dace.
Patricide scandal.
House Idukan. Orzammar Royal Palace. Is that where we're going? No. Noble, noble. Noble.
So, Shale, when you were standing there all that time, did you sleep?
I have no need to sleep. My body does not.
Let's go to the Shaperit. Shaper. Books. Okay. We've got some quests in here too.
Are you with that warrior girl who's always here?
The warrior girl?
Thief! Who would dare take Warden? I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperit. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Thief in the House of Learning. Okay. I will go to Dust Town. Oh, here we go. Water.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research? Sounds important. Looking to hire help? I'll just stay. Okay, let's say, what kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Ortan Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the tide fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the tide's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Oh, I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden?
Yes.
Mother always said that if anyone could find the tide, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Hairmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the tide in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Let's just pick up everything first. These give us all some nice experience points.
Yes.
Orzammar politics. Legion of the Dead. They're very cool. I like the Legion.
Of course. As you say.
Ooh, I didn't bring a rogue. What a shame. Maybe later when we come back.
Very well.
Okay, let's talk to... Oh wait, there's a book that I missed. Legion of Steel. Okay, let's go to the Shaper.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Oh, I would like your permission to open a chantry. Let's talk about Orzammar. Okay, let's do number one because we need to do this chantry stuff. I would like your permission to open a chantry.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea.
Oh, really?
My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar. What harm would it do? Let him preach? Let's do number two. What harm would it do to let him preach?
He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Orzammar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me some of Orzammar's history, please.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Shirok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
What are the deep roads? How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Ferelden, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Ferelden's tide is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like this?
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
Where is Kal Shirok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Ferelden, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle. But Ferelden's tide is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Sorry everyone, that's a bit of a repeat. Where are the... Never mind. Enough history, let's talk basic Orzammar again.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Oh, are there any paragons in Orzammar now?
There is one paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Where is Branka now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
Tell me some of Orzammar's history. Never mind, I should go.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm here to, I guess, help recruit some for the blight, maybe. Okay, let's go to the main hall. Let's see if we can save. Let's go to the main hall.
Yes.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough.
Oh
The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
So I guess we can't really do anything. Let's talk to you, steward.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You didn't recognize a Grey... You don't recognize a Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I'm so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, But you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
There's always a problem. I guess I'm gonna have to pick a king. A blight is coming. Is there any way I can break this stalemate? A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Does this city not care? The world is about to end. Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Haramont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferelden, Haramont's man, can be found at the Haramont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Who should we pick? I think I'm gonna go Balin, because I think he's the better option. He wants to do good things, and also Vartag is right here. Should we talk to you, Vartag? Let's do it.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against the Blight. You know who I am. This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface. Who's Prince Balin? Let's say you know who I am.
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and her eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
I need aid against a Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I can help? Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Haramont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
What might I do to prove your good intentions? I thought King Erend himself supported Haramont. I thought King Erend himself supported Haramont.
That hurts worst of all. That Haramont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
What must I do to prove my good intentions?
Haramont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Haramont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence? Which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Just tell me where to go. What kind of evidence?
Haramont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Haramont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Haramont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
I'll find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now. Where did you get these promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
I'll find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Okay. We're helping Balin. I'm like, fuck Haramont this playthrough. Okay. Save. Let's go. Oh look. Who are you? Dulin. I suppose maybe we should talk to you as well, just to see what's going on.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Ferelden, second to Lord Haramont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have nothing to say to the usurper. I would speak with Lord Harriman. I'm busy right now. We can talk later.
If you like.
I'm not going to talk to him. I'm going to help Balin. I believe he wants to do new things with Orzammar and help.
So, how is it the dwarves...
News of the hour! 2 more clans endorsed...
Voted on everything, or something like that.
Let's talk to Lady Dace.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
You might want to look at these papers. Yes, I am Solona. Let's do that one.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
Are you Lady Dace?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
You might want to look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? I'll bring these to him.
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
How would I know where to find your father?
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
Yes, I'll leave right now.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
News of the hour! Is Lord Balin considering a dissolution of the ancient clan? He refuses to comment in the assembly.
You have come at a difficult time.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Oh, Ogren. Does anybody like Ogren? I'm not really a fan, but I think he's quite funny. I guess we're going to find him in the pub, the tavern. Well, I guess that's where we're heading anyway, to talk to Lord Helmy. Is that his name? Lord Helmy? Is where we're going now.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store!
Who are you
Please,
looking at?
I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Oh, figures imports. Wait, I feel like this man might need some help, so let's go in.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger.
Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Intimate. Take a good look. Do you really want to start this? The Carter, that sounds like a threat. I'll risk it. Let's do number 1. Take a good look. Do you really want to start
Whoa,
this?
whoa! Alright, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Yeah, run away, little boys, run away. Bigor.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
You could start by letting me look around your store.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Okay, let's see what you've got. Figure no weapons, no armor. Okay, let's see what have you got. Not much. Not much at all. Greater health. Ooh, let's skip that one. Okay, not much. Okay, let's do my skills. Okay, let's leave here. He hasn't really got much. So, what were we doing? Oh, tavern. I guess we can talk to the chantry guy as well. Or maybe we should go down to Dusk Town. Where's the chantry? Let's do Dusk Town quest first. The thief.
It speaks.
No, no, sorry. Never mind. I didn't mean to. I meant to pick Brother Burkle.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold your prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Okay. Dust Town. Yeah, let's go to Dust Town. We need to find this thief from the Shaper.
Running.
You'll be done. Now stop! As you say.
Oh look, this must be the dude. Yeah.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Solona, I'm a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'll have to hear what you're asking. Sounds like I won't approve your kind of opportunity.
As long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Ah, okay. Maybe not that one. Shady. With a cast list. Oh, it's you. Maybe you.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Am I? I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaper.
Is that so?
What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Oh, he's dead. Proving receipt. Oh, does that mean I have to go to the proving? The thief didn't have the stolen tomb. The receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to someone in the proving. Okay. There's another quest down here. Let's talk to her.
Spare a bit for the needy? Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silvers. Why doesn't your son father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Maybe I could reason with your family?
You would do that? But why?
Don't look a gift warden in the mouth. I don't like to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Okay. Looks like I'm going to Tapster's first. Orzammar has a lot to do. Let's go to Tapster's then. Oh, somebody's drunk. So I've got like 2 things to do in here. Let's... Ordell.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I met your daughter. Are you Ordell?
I could be. What business is it of yours?
If you don't take Zeno back, she'll die. What kind of monster throws? I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
If you don't take her back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her. Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You know me? Word travels fast.
You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard there was a Grey Warden in town. No offense, but you kind of stand out.
Well, your views on caste must be controversial in the Assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapster's. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, Most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent dashers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the casts are even necessary.
I have news. Haramont is double dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Sorry, so you'll switch your vote to Balin? Why vote for Haramond if you didn't want the land?
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Haramont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Ooh, interesting. Ogren, will you talk to me?
What do you want?
Oh.
Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
Should I know you, or this Branka, or the rest of whom?
Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Is that who Branka is? She's the paragon.
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. Why do you care, huh? You looking to uncover all her secrets? Is that what Balin wants? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the Ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
What are you talking about? What technology? What if I generally want to help you?
Too little, too late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome to try this. I know both Haramont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep, and suddenly now they want to start looking. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Or sit here and have a drink. It's all the bleeding same to me. Barkeep.
Okay. Nervous adventurer.
They're everywhere! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.